Our Streets Minneapolis. We used to be the Minneapolis Bicycle Coalition, and Chris was a volunteer lead with us for our University of Minnesota group. We're going to go on, last year you may, for those who were here, we went on like half of a ride that Chris had organized, the northern part, and this time we're going to go kind of on the southern part of a ride that he organized for us. It was a bridges ride because, you know, he loved the river and he loved the bridges, riding over the bridges. And I do want to note, you know, Chris led on work to make it safer and easier for people to bike around the U, and some of the things that he worked on are going to be installed next year. And so I think about how much he left in terms of how he touched everybody with his love and kindness, and also how his activism lives on in the work and improving the lives of others, which is what he was focused on doing. And so I'm excited to think about that. You know, it's planning this ride, and we're going to stay along the river on trails, but with his work, you know, in the future we could do a ride on bike routes that he helped work on up on the streets, and I think about that for the future, and I'm going to think about him every time I ride on those. So today's route is going to be about 4 miles. There are going to be some hills because we're along the river. This is going to be a slow, no drop ride, so at the top of every hill we're going to stop and wait for everybody. If you need to walk up the hill, there are going to be some hills that are, yeah, there's at least one hill that is going to be real tough. So I just want to note that, and that's totally okay. What we're going to do here is we're going to go up here and around. We're going to go over this bridge right here, which is Bridge 9. Look around, that's an amazing bridge, and you really get the spirit and the feel of the space, this wonderful river. And then we're going to go over on the other side of the river down to Franklin Avenue and cross and come back here. So there are a couple hills that are going to be big, and then we're going to have a big downhill coming in here. We're going to not try to get up to like 50 miles an hour. We're going to go at kind of a reasonable pace. So I'll just note that if you want to go really fast, hop in the road, and you can meet us back here is totally fine as well. So we're only going to have to interact with cars like 2 different times. This is almost entirely trail with just 2 different crossing points, and we'll just stay together as a group throughout. So does anybody have any questions before we get started? And maybe before we do that and we head out, let's just take a moment of silence to